Colin here for another Throwback Thursday episode of the Patient Attraction Podcast. Now, dentistry may not be the most covered topic in the media, but when it is, make sure you capitalize on it. This was the point of my March 11th, 2014 podcast episode titled, Here's One Quick Way to Get Your Name into the News. Hello again, Colin Receiver here. Today is Tuesday, March 11th, and I want to quote Oscar Wilde today. Oscar Wilde once said that the only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about at all. And I want to talk today about how you can insert yourself into breaking news or into a conversation that's already taking place for the benefit of your practice. Stay tuned. So two great stories in the news here recently. One of 10 dentists up in Massachusetts that are accused of bilking the welfare system out of $1.3 million worth of fraudulent procedures. Another example is a single dentist in Scotland that defrauded their patients to the tune of $1.3 million. So you're probably asking yourself, Colin, how can I leverage this horrible press about dentistry? You know, dentistry is already one of the most untrusted professions out there. How can I leverage this to my advantage? Well, I'll give you one quick way right now. Call up your local news station and offer to be an expert to give your input on the situation. And you're going to get free press coverage out of it. You might have your name used in a write-up in a newspaper. You might get a short TV segment where they bring up, a kind of an interview where you're in one camera and the interviewer's in the other, and you get 30 or 60 seconds to talk about how horrible it is and how bad it is that these people are defrauding their patients and making dentists all over look bad. It gives you a chance to differentiate yourself and set yourself above all the other guys in your community and all the derelicts out there. Local press loves to sensationalize anything they can. And if you can get your name injected into the conversation that's already happening, you can get some great press coverage out of it, talk about how you're different, and get your name in front of, potentially a large pool of your local market area, your prospective patients in your community. Something else to consider is that if they're doing media and articles about you online, make sure that they're giving a link back to your website. You're giving your time to be an expert go-to resource for them, and they should give you some credit back. Linking back to your website is going to be a nice boost for your SEO ranking, especially coming from a reputable news source like your local news channel is. So there's today's tip. Keep moving forward.